What's up, folks? Off we go. Next adventure here. We need to go talk to those thugs on the other side of town. I remember that much. Hopefully everyone's doing good. Oh man, I forgot I need to refresh my tea. Supposed to get to that in a minute. If I can sort out my chords. I really wish the map was available like it was in the other game. It's not as easy to get to here. Excuse me. As you make your way along the side streets of Port Maje, you come upon visible traces of the storm's passing. Many of the houses here boast cracked window panes and sagging awnings, and you pass narrow streets strewn with foliage and debris. The cobblestones beneath your feet are still slick with water and silt. Before long, you are ankle deep in sucking mud and loose stones. The flooding only worsens up ahead, where the water level rises to the knees. Most of Port Maje's residents have fled this region for dry land. But the murmur of raised voices ahead and the occasional splash suggest that you are not entirely alone. All right. We can't have any witnesses. There's a note there too. I'll read the note here in a minute, and then there's a spirit. I am sorry, but you're dead. Come with me, I'll help you. Dark eyes solemn, Shoti circles her lantern around the departed soul. Either way is acceptable, I suppose. Is there anything else to explore here? Well, there is another soul. Turns out my friend here is a harvester of gone. She'll help you find your way. She addresses the empty air, a smidge to the left of where the deceased woman actually stands. But when she glides her lantern through the soul's amorphous form, the essence coalesces inside. Interesting. The young elf's hand drops to the pistol in his belt, palming the grip. The faintest hint of a sneer plays about his lips as he watches you, unblinking. Yeah, Savia sent me. She needs you to stop. Hilari snorts, his nose wrinkling. He regards you for a moment longer in expectant silence. Then he throws his head back, letting out a braying, unpleasant laugh. Why don't you help her out this once? She'll owe you a favor. Mid chortle, Larry's brows draw together. He runs a thumb along his jaw, frowning. Exactly. Whew. All right, cool. Well, we can go back to the harbor now and turn in that quest, which we should be able to unlock the crewman now. The drunk in the cell, because he'll join my boat. Oh, it put me in the... Okay. Oh, was I able to choose what part of the... I didn't even see that. What part of the district you go to? I must have missed that. Man, I tell you what, I'm having a craving for pancakes. Oops. Oh, by the way, I just realized that I had the sound muted for the game. That's a fun herp derp, guys. Let's call it, I was recording footage earlier and forgot to turn it on. Well, that makes me feel like an idiot.
With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier.
I just looked over at Streamlabs and saw that there was nothing going on with the audio. Wow. How you feeling? Have you suffered any recent nightmares?
I did, recently with you. You were walking the depths of the ocean, but you didn't drown. And in your hand, you gripped the key to Eothas' end.
Her face alights with a fierceness.
I've seen stars wreathing a statue's brow, and souls flowing like tears over gleaming Audra. And then my god headed into the heart of the storm, where he could find the darkness. Tell me what's on your mind?
What are your thoughts on Eothas?
We talking during the Saints' War, or after he died?
She taps a finger to her lips and hums thoughtfully. What's the difference?
Well, before he died, he was still Eothas as the majority of my brethren know him. Eothas embodied a human, and when that human got blown to bits, we all believed Eothas died.
The faint trace of a smile forms on Adair's lips.
And I think a part of him did, the part he'd most closely woven into living flesh, the part that represented life, and rebirth after death. Which means the part of him that could have survived, that stormed across the Deadfire seas, was the side more aligned with obsidian rot and falling away. That which is death. No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening.
That's all for now.
Yeah, it's best we gotta move on.
And then run in circles. Merla, leave me in peace.
Alright. Back into the jail and turn this quest in. And then I probably need to get another glass of tea and see what Chris is up to.
I'll see to it.
Keeping out of trouble? A little jest. What is
I
it?
convinced Ilari to keep watching Goreki Street. Sorry.
Perfetto. He's a little shitne, but a lazy one. He will not cause trouble if he does not have to. Easier to work with a familiar face for the moment. I can deal with him later. So, we have one small part of Port Mage under control. A good start. Well, here you are, for your time. If I had 10 men like you, the whole of Port Mage would be set right within the week.
However,
Keeping out of trouble? A little jest.
any chance
What is
your lower is fine?
Kue, don't tell me Rigere has earned your pity. That won't last.
She glances at the occupied cell, her nose wrinkling.
I do appreciate what you have done for me. So, if you will vouch for Rigere, I will lower the fine.
Perfect.
300 pieces will cover what he owes at the tavern. Something you wanted?
Done.
Diverus. Well, good riddance to him. It's your coin to spend.
She pulls a ring of keys from her pocket and moves towards the cell door. I probably could have broken him out with a bomb, too.
Captain. See you at your ship.
Perfect. Alright, I think now I can go out of town. Oh, I need to... Hang on a second. I forgot. I need to ask Chris the question. I'm probably going to go to the grocery store with Chris. Because
We have supplies here for. Have a look.
she's got some... We gotta go buy stuff. Oh, before I sell, I need to check my inventory. I thought she was just going to the vet, but we were just talking and she's going to go to the grocery store too. And I got a few things I want at the grocery store, so I'll need to help her bring groceries home. What was the note we picked up? No, that was the one we got earlier. I'm guessing there's nothing here. So what is this? Plus plus perception, ability access to when near death grants darkness for dawn. Isn't that a chanter ability? I mean, it doesn't really sound that interesting, but I'll put it on.
For me? Oh, you're too
We have
kind.
supplies here. Have a look.
Oh, this is really annoying that it does this. I have to move it all the way down manually. So there are definitely things that I'm not liking about this port, where the first port was a little bit better. Because having to manually move these things down into the cell window is a pain in the ass. Nope. Hang on. I want that back. That's an ingredient. Alright, hang on. Ingredient. Flint and tinder. Ingredient. What is that? Rice wine. I think the rest are all ingredients. How do I get to the party stash? Oh, you totally can choose. So when you're here, you can hover over the various sections of the zone you want to go to without actually having to... Okay, that's brilliant. I'd forgotten all about that. Alright, so we want to go to the... Actually, let's leave town on foot because there were a couple of things I wanted to explore outside the city. Poor Sam, he's sleeping behind me, and I'm gonna have to wake him up in a few minutes because whenever Chris decides we're ready to go. Let's go up here. Thick woodlands spread to the east of Port Mage, slowing your travel. Birds flitter above you, and insects drone incessantly. The path eventually gives way to a game trail, then no path at all. You find a curiously marked tree, the bark gouged away in a pattern. The striations seem to run upward from right to left, just shy of vertical. Let's examine the markings. I have the best perception. Yeah, let's try it. The depth and width of the gashes suggest the tusks of a boar, and the curled tufts of brown fur you find wedged into the scored wood confirm the supposition. You notice a sigil carved lightly into the wood, so faint as to be almost imperceptible. Let's identify it. Ooh, nobody really has a good lore. Let's try Jody. She squints at the carving and frowns. Looks Huana. 3 overlapping circles. Can't say beyond that. A quiet rustling in the underbrush draws your attention northward, deeper into the forest. Let's hide in the undergrowth. You duck silently behind a log and still your breathing. Whatever's making the sound draws near. Dun dun dun. Through the gap in the foliage, you make out a tall island, Amawa, standing among a small sounder of wild boars. Matted copper hair hangs over his features and boar hides drape his frame. Despite his presence, the swine seem entirely at ease. Yeah, greetings. The man abruptly I need to restart that. The man stands abruptly, spinning on you, his staff raised to strike. Ekera! Then who are you? For what are you here? The Wanda language thickens his accent. Ooh, we're gonna have an encounter? Adair perks up at the sight of the boars, alternately imitating their grunts and chuckling. Only at length, in what appears to be a heel-dragging afterthought, he does his attention at last turn to the strange man in their midst. Dirt darkens the folds of the man's skin. His lips curl over jagged teeth. He waves the stick at you. His attention focuses on your features, his eyes flickering across your armaments and dress.
You lived among these islands once. I see it on your spirit.
That's right, my character does have the Deadfire Archipelago background. His adherent is halting, the language thick in his mouth. His lips curl.
Yet you stink of foreign gold, of masonry, gunpowder, and blood, of death. You should go. Leave this place before your corruption spreads.
I came here looking for you. The people on the coast said you could help me.
They always think they know better than this kith in this wood. Then when they need help, they always go ask me.
Irked, Jody runs her tongue over her teeth.
You go. Speak quickly then. Your words disturb this place.
I just want to pass through this forest.
No, your sort always want. This forest is not yours. This land is not yours. Go, leave.
I'm hunting a god. If I fail, your islands will not be spared his wrath. The man frowns, then pulls a leather-wrapped pouch from within his belongings. Hands shaking, he hands it to you. You have gained an item, Wise Teeth Necklace. Old Wisdom, +1 Intellect, +1 History, +1 Insight. That is a dope necklace.
Then go, take this. They protect you if you speak true. They tear out your throat if no.
He dismisses you with a wave. Oh, I want that new item for sure. Better than the one I was wearing.
And all our enemies felt a sudden chill.
Search the location. Wow. Okay. I was gonna say I got a lot of items that time. Ooh. I'll wear this. We'll save that one for later. Let's do the, Okay, how come I can't get where I want to go real quick? Let's see here. Aha! That's why I had to go up to here.
Well, I'd prefer something with a little more stabbing.
Okay. Probably can't. Yeah, it'll be theft. Storm Speaker Ikawa. Seated upon a chair before the bonfire, Ikawa looks considerably more comfortable here in her home village. She prods absently at the coals with a long stick. Her lined face is pocked with fading scars, but there's no hostility in her calm appraisal as you approach.
They told me what became of your ship. I say again that you are lucky. It is the only ship that survives. I could protect Port Mage, or else its ships, but not both. Perhaps Clario thinks I chose poorly.
It doesn't look like the storm did much damage here.
To a storm speaker, the storm is a friend, gentled by a word. And Satahuzi is blessed with several storm speakers. We were able to shield the village from much of the weather. Some of it is mere luck. Most of our canoes were here by the shore. We did lose one of our voyagers. It will take some work to replace it.
So Mokeha is causing a little bit of problems in town. I needed to talk to you about it. Ikawa sighs deeply and folds her hands in her lap.
Mokeha is proud, like her father. Each day this alliance tests her patience. What has happened?
She nearly killed a man.
Mokeha could have killed him, if she wished to. Is it not enough that he lives?
Maybe since she lives in your village, she shares responsibility.
If you wish something from Mokeha, my advice is to trade for it. Is that not how the outsiders get everything they need?
Okay, so the storm speaker doesn't want to do anything about it. So I am going to... What is that right there? Sponge. So I'm going to have to just talk to her about it. See what she says.
The shadows and I have an understanding.
Well, I don't see her. Where is she? Who are you?
Amira's winds blow sweet upon you.
Nobody I can interact with. Do I have to wait for daytime, I guess, maybe? I'm guessing I do, because nobody's in their huts.
I'll say the captain is quite handsome.
But sister, they are so small.
Oh, hold, come here. The Amoam woman steps sideways, angling herself towards you and meets your gaze with an intense stare.
I do not know you.
Her voice is quiet, but each word is clipped and harsh.
You were looking for Kawa?
Rinko says that you robbed him during a card game.
Rinko?
She scoffs in a guttural burst of sound.
The Valian? You jest, Akira. I should have thrown him into the sea. He dares to call me a thief?
Can you tell me what really happened?
What else? The Valians are fools. But Akawa wishes to trade, so we must be patient. We must save them from Nagati's storms, even when they ignore our advice. Ikawa told me I should see the tavern, speak with their people, learn patience. The trader Eothas, she taught me to play Valian cards. A simple game, but none would play with me in the tavern. Not until Ringo.
Okay.
I thought him kind, until I proved the victor, and he grew angry. Until he stood in front of his kin and called me a Mataru of Satahuzi, a filthy islander and a cheat.
Okay, so he's a sore loser, essentially.
For that, yes, I beat him. Why does this concern you?
Okay. Yeah, keep the coin purse. He got what he deserved.
Truly? I did not expect this.
Mokeha gives you a considering look.
In truth, I do not have much use for it. Perhaps Ikawa will use the coin. May Amira's winds blow sweet upon you, stranger.
Yeah, he was a dick. Like, why would I help him if he totally lied to me? So screw that. Like, yeah, he's not gonna be pleased, but it's not like he can do anything about it. That's so freaking true. Let's go back and report to him. What a little bitch. Like, he had me go hunt this chick down because he's a sore loser. Not cool, bro. Not cool.
Come to play nursemaid? There's nothing for it but rest. I'll be fit soon enough. What's this about?
I said to let Makeha keep the money.
What? Madiko, why? I thought we had an agreement.
You lied to me.
You? How dare you? To hell with both of you! Get out of my house! The moment the ship arrives, I will take my family back to Ostia.
Yeah, better to get out of here, racist prick. Like, he totally lied. Like, what a jerk. Alright, I think we can go to the Ingwithian ruins now. The trail before you seems thoroughly disturbed by erratic tracks, the sparse plants to the immediate sides of the path roughly mangled. A struggle may have occurred here. Let's search. It takes you only a few moments to make sense of the chaos. No blood splatter suggests it was not a fight, and you easily identify the clawed prints of Zarops. The tracks seem recent. A dry and ropey vine has been pulled tight across the path and inexpertly covered in dirt. Disarm the trap. Oh, I failed! With a sharp crack, a puff of green gas bursts into the air several feet ahead of you. It begins to harmlessly disperse. The patter of footfall to either side demands your attention as Zarps appear, their simple spears held at the ready. The foremost reptilian Wilder, a dull-scaled creature with yellow eyes, howls angrily at you, gesturing at the trap. The others hiss, revealing jagged, mismatched teeth. The Zarps charge. I should have just went around it. Oh well. Poor guys, they're gonna get slaughtered.
A little something for you. I don't think I can pull that off.
I reap what I sow.
I'm only gonna take ingredients. Man, what a pain in the butt. I much preferred the looting in the other game. The first Pillars of Eternity. It does not work very well in this game.
I see your plan.
The fireflies are really cool though. That was a nice touch.
Easily done.
Watcher, wait. If you'll spare me a minute, I'd like to perform a last rite for these poorly departed souls. Please, Watcher. Without my guidance, they might have a hard time finding the light.
There are no departed souls here.
What do you mean? Just look at all these corpses.
She waves a hand around as if it explains everything. I'm going to say, these people had their souls sucked out by Eothas. Their corpses are just empty husks. Ooh, do I give her the nasty answer or just say I'm a watcher? If there were souls here, I'd be able to see them. I'll choose that one.
Now, that's a problem. How am I supposed to serve my duty if there ain't any souls to shepherd?
I'll let you know when we're close. Oh, no, there are lost souls on Port Maje's beach.
I would like to visit the beach later then, if you don't mind. While I do thank you for shielding my pride, Watcher, I figure it's better to be safe than sorry. So if you don't mind, I'll just do a calling real quick. Mighty
Crazy
kind
girl.
of you.
She grins happily. With 2 intense strides forward, she unsheathed her sickle and lantern, fluidly swinging each in a series of well-practiced movements. Chanting, whirling weapons slicing the air, Zodi's voice lilts and falls in an invocation. A summons to any departed souls lingering in the area.
This here's a final call for all souls. Last stop for the lost. Gather round now, I'll cut you loose and haul you into the light.
Swinging the lantern faster and faster, she plants her thighs wide and then thrusts her arms up high over her head. The lantern rattles in her grip, and the light from within flares blindingly bright. In the silence of her held breath, it almost seems like a soul should sift up from within one of the corpses, quivering in the air before siphoning into the lantern's fading brilliance. But the ashen bodies are bereft of souls, so in the end, her light fades without acquiring anything. Yeah, no good.
Well, I had to try.
Her triumphant smile ebbs from her face, leaving her expression as drab as the mud smudged in her cheek.
It's my honor duty to reap and shepherd departed souls during their journey to being reborn. With Eothas dead, me and the other reapers gotta gather as many souls as we can. We'll keep him safe until Gon returns to hell and can take him into his divine embrace.
Rub the dirt from her cheek. A blush spreads hot beneath your thumb, and Jody glances away, no longer able to meet your gaze, but her lips curve into a pleased
I'm keeping
smile.
lost souls. And here.
She taps the metal frame of the lantern.
And that's all I care to say for now. Let's go.
Reminds me of Forrest Gump. That's all I'll say about that right now.
I see your plan.
Oh, everybody can level up. Sweet. Let's take. Oh, hang on. Take alchemy up. And diplomacy. Ooh, what do I got here? One ability? That's for guns only though, right? Yeah. Not for bows. I don't really like any of these. Revive companion. Well, none of these are that impressive. I might as well take this. Oh, I get to choose another available weapon type. I mean, you never know. I might come across a... Never thought about using 2 pistols. That'd make kind of fun. Or can you only ever use 1? Well, what the hell, it doesn't matter. Let's just take it. 4th level ranger, baby.
Yes? What do you need?
He's already got saber. Let's do... Fuck, I don't know which one I want to take. Probably the sword. I definitely want consecrated ground when I get it. What does it matter? Out of curiosity. Well, I mean, we're here, so interact.
Oh, I prefer something with a little more stabbing.
You can prefer all you want. I need to check with Chris to see if she's ready to go yet. I'll be right back. All right, I'm out, folks. I gotta go grocery shopping with Chris. Gotta do